Trying to set up my my little stream here. I was trying to get it set up on like OBS, but I don't know, maybe I had like too many things opened up and whatever, so I had to do it through the phone. But I guess I'm gonna keep it on one screen and all that sort of thing. Let's see here. Got everything going here. Let's see. One day I'll get to Instagram, maybe. All right, so I'm coloring the Green Goblin here. I've gotten a good distance in here. I've gotten a lot done since the last time I was working on it, which was a couple of days ago. Put some little highlights in there. This is all in Illustrator, of course. Sorry if I don't see the chats, but I will look, every now and then as I'm working on these coloring, the coloring movement. So, now we need a little mood music to get things going. Start the show. Testing. What's going on? This is Frank Rock Art here again. I am sorry I look a little rough, but we are here again and we are coloring the Green Goblin. I kind of got to a little bit yesterday or the day before. Now I'm trying to like finish it up now. So let's dive in. All right. All right, let's get a little mood music happening here. Let's see. All right, so I've gotten a good distance in here, gotten a lot done, and like I said, this is all in Illustrator. I added some like highlights, and like dive in a little bit. Added like some highlights here and there. Don't need you coming popping in. So as you can see, I was kind of playing around, trying to make it a little, make the character kind of come out a little bit more from, you know, the gray background. Added some little fine details in the scales. Yeah, I added some little details in the scales. I don't know if I'm gonna finish that all throughout, but I may not. Just depends. So after I finish up this, then I'll do the sped up version for all to see. But I at least wanted to share this part of the process as I'm starting to kind of finish up here. I used to do all this stuff in Illustrator, just line work and everything, but that was a little tedious and it was tearing me up, so I had to like draw my illustrations a little larger so that I can bring it into Illustrator and do an image trace so that I can catch all of the line work. And you have to make it at least, I'll say 5,000 to 8,000 pixels large, so that when you do bring it into Illustrator, you can kind of catch all the, you know, so image trace can catch all the line work and whatnot. Because sometimes if you do it at a smaller size and have image trace kind of trace over your line work, then it's going to miss a lot of stuff. It's going to look kind of janky, and you don't want that. Of course not. You don't want that. So yep. So now I'm just seeing how this looks. I don't know if I'll keep it or not, but let's see. Try to blend it in. What's going on, Dorit? Appreciate it. I'll make a little screenshot of that there. Well, maybe I should hide this. I don't know if I should. Just keep it up there. But cool. Appreciate the help there. Yeah, I got a Discord, but I'll put it up like tomorrow or something like that, you know. Let's see. Oh, and I'm gonna keep this on one screen. Let's see here. Keep it on that screen, or maybe, yeah, I'll keep it on this screen right here. So let's see. Have to turn something off here. All right. Appreciate it. And do you guys like the, I guess the comments on the screen, or should I take them off the screen? I'll let you know. You know, because I can hide it or whatever, but let's see. I can hide a chat or not, you know. It's up to you guys. But I can still see it. I got a separate screen that has all the chats, or most of the chat. Not the TikTok chats, but just like regular chats from everybody else. But let's see. This is usually this is a tedious process here, and it takes a long time, or well, I don't know if I should say it takes a long time. I'll say it takes time. How about that? It takes time to kind of do all this and add highlights and, you know, make it look cool. So, and this is supposed to be for just Halloween, but yeah, I didn't finish it fast enough, so it's kind of spilling over. So sorry about that. And in the background, you may hear some kids yelling or the Roomba going. Sorry about that. You know, hey, gotta keep the house clean and all that sort of thing. But yep, this is getting to a finishing point here. I kind of got up like around 6. I probably should start streaming around 6 or something like that. I may do separate kind of like separate streams. I'll probably use one stream to just do my daily up until I start the stream, and then, you know, one platform maybe used just for the creating the video process for my sped up videos. I don't know, I may separate them out, you know, all the way up to now. I'll just turn one on and, you know, show the day to day, and then when it's time for me to start you know, doing the live, then, you know, I'll just continue it on to the live. That might be kind of interesting. See the whole process, you know, what it takes to kind of do this well, if not every day. So I kind of took a week off to kind of set up, you know, certain things like the little ticker and the countdown and all that stuff, and setting up the chat and all that. You know, so because I wanted it to look a certain way. And all that stuff takes time. I'll probably do some different tickers or different countdowns with different characters that I've drawn throughout the years, just to kind of change it up a little bit. Because I want to show to, you know, over time, for all those who's kind of hung with me through the years, I have definitely changed, hopefully for the better. And yeah, definitely changed for the better. And you know, just constantly improving and trying to stay consistent. It's hard to stay consistent because you got life and chores, things you got to do, work, job, you know, responsibilities, blah blah blah, you know. So you know, I've finally found the perfect time where I can kind of get it done and stream, where one, I still get sleep and still take care of everything else. Usually around this time, this is usually like building video time, like sped up videos, stuff like that. So that's usually what the weekends are usually held for. Planning, all that sort of thing. So but today I was like, well, I want to stream, so let me see if I can kind of set everything up and see what all I can set up as best as possible. See if I can get everything running how I want it to, and for the most part it worked. So it's just a matter of some things I may just have to use my phone for, and then there's going to be some things I might have to get another camera though. Unless I use, maybe. I'll think about it. I might have to get another camera, possibly. But I hope everyone is having a lovely weekend. I'm in Atlanta, so I think there was supposed to be some kind of chili slash something going on. It's like chili and music or something like that. If you know, you can put it in the chat. But supposed to be a couple little things going on today, so. But we shall see. The weather is looking nice today, so let me get out there and see what I can see. Usually when I'm drawing, I'm a little quiet. I know it's more entertaining if you have something to talk about. So still got to finish my bomb character, so that'll be next after this. Over here reaching around here when I probably should be using my shortcut keys to grab my tools. I think I'll probably fine-tune my Anime Wednesday and my Marvel Monday. Tweak those a little bit more so it's a little bit more entertaining. So I got a lot of things down the pipeline there. I'll try to bring to the show. I wonder if all the people that are watching, and I know you're watching out there, all the ones that's not subscribing, man, subscribe. You know, it's like, hey, you don't have to hit the notification button to know that I'm on or whatever if it bothers you, but definitely subscribe. You know, you gotta support the broke artists out there. You know what I'm saying? Support. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not asking for money. Just asking for a little click to subscribe or follow or something, or like or something. Do something. You know, if there's a particular thing you would like to see drawn, sure, throw it in the chat. Throw it up there. You know. Let me know what you would like to see. I already got one suggestion. What was that character? It is oops. Yeah, Serena from Pokemon getting her hair cut by an evil barber. That's kind of cool. Maybe I can do like long hair, or just shave part of her head and put like a Pokeball cut in design or something like that. I was talking about that the other day, so I'll probably throw that in the list of things to draw. I want to do the X-Men as well, just my own kind of version. Ooh, and since Storm is kind of like a nudist, I had like a kind of like a cool idea of like how her outfit would be. I got a little inspiration from another artist, how he did her in like this punk rock kind of style, but the way he designed it, I was like, okay, he gave me some ideas on how to improve it and to make it really cooler than what he did. I'm very competitive. Y'all may not get that right now, but when I see another artist and I like his work, I think to myself, how can I do something like that but cooler? So I definitely have talent, but you know, I know there's other artists out there that's better than I am. So, you know, always trying to step my game up a little bit. You know, work on my shortcomings. Work on things I need to improve. I definitely do more backgrounds and things of that nature. But although I can do it, it may not be that interesting. I think people like characters and dynamic poses, and and that's the thing I like to do. I don't want to get bored drawing just for the sake of it. If I'm gonna draw something, I want to make sure it's something that's cool and that's interesting, and because I get bored quick. Thank you all for coming in and checking out your boy. Alright, so I'm doing the boring part, which is just adding some color. I'll probably go in detail later and put in the details, but for the most part, this is kind of like what I have so far. So it's coming together slowly. Now I gotta hit the save the day. Alright, so I'm gonna fill in this wall here. Alright, for all those youngsters out there who's wanting to get into illustration, it's very competitive, of course. I would definitely say if you're not the best, yeah, it's gonna be a little sketchy out there, but you know, if you're really, really good, you got nothing to worry about. But if you're kind of like okay, then you know it might be better if you're not super fast. If you're not fast, highly skilled, yeah, fast, highly skilled, then you know you might want to have some other tools in your tool belt. But if you're fast and highly skilled, hey, you can make it. Get out there and be somebody. But if you're not fast, if you're not highly skilled, definitely practice. You know, you can always become better. But you know, if you're kind of there but not there, and that's kind of like how there's no getting better. You know, there's still jobs out there, things you can do, stuff you can do your own thing, or you know, if you're working for somebody, you know, be multi-talented. I say, you know, have other tools in your tool belt. You know, be able to animate, be able to, you know, be able to do graphic design, or be able to, you know, do 3D animation or something, or you know, you can build games or something. You know, be multi-talented. Definitely, you know, continue on your skill. You know, continue your art journey. But you know, like I said, it's highly competitive out there, and you know, not everybody wins. You know, there's some people that's gonna lose and not get that job that they wanted, and you know, so you gotta pivot a little bit. You know? So, but don't give up. Stay in there. You know, and I've said this on previous videos that you know I want to be a comic book illustrator, but I didn't know. I was kind of used to that steady paycheck, and it's, you know, it can be a little freelancy at time. I may be very nice on the freelancy, but very freelancy, overwhelmingly freelancy, going job to job. I mean, that's cool, you know, you get to draw different things, work on different projects and stuff. But I don't know, I like a steady paycheck myself. You know, if you can find a gig that you can draw full time and get a steady paycheck, you know, hey, you won, you know. But if not, then you're probably gonna be going from place to place and, you know, working on various projects, and that's cool if you like that. But I don't know, I like a steady paycheck myself, so I wanted to be in one spot, drawing, whatever, doing whatever, you know. So you know, those places are few and in between. You know, for all those who found them, I'm sure they're happy. But you know, not everybody gets to, you know, enjoy those jobs where you can stay in one place and do what you love every day. You know, hold on tight to those jobs. Be grateful, because not everybody have that. You know, and it's tough out there, man. It's tough out there. So, fighting for every scrap, every morsel. So, but you know, hey, as a career, you can make it out there. You can even start your own little YouTube channel. You know, doing what you love. You know, it can always turn into something. You know, just be consistent, stay at it, you know. And you're also learning new skills, working with cameras and, you know, doing motion graphics work and stuff like that, you know. So that's putting more tools in your tool belt. So creating an arsenal. So if you say, hey, I don't only just draw, I do this other thing. So, and you know, people like that, or employers, multi-talented. But you need to be good at, you know, these things or whatever, not mediocre or anything, you know. So be good at what you love. I'm not sure how long I'll stay on stream, but I'm gonna try to stay on long enough to at least get this thing done. So I'm almost there. And it's already been an hour. God damn. All right. Let's see. Eesh, almost there. Eesh. Concentrating. Saving work. I mean, do you guys like this? Everybody's watching, but you know, throw up some hearts or something. You know, say something. It's okay, but you know, I know there's some areas and I can work on here and there. I don't know, probably need to put maybe some little highlights or something. Or I could probably add some more highlights or something, maybe. But I don't know. I think it looks okay. Some angles may be off, of course, but this is kind of like a little quick whatever's. Well, not that quick. It kind of took me some days, but because I wasn't working on it all the time. But okay. But I guess this show is good for if you're working on something, you're cooking or cleaning or something. I guess you can throw this on and just have it playing in the background. And hey, there's this guy. He comes on every so often and draws. He plays some chill music or whatever. I don't know. I can put them on while I'm putting away groceries or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. And this can be relaxing for some people, just watching the process. That's what I get from most people I talk to. It's like, hey, I like throwing it on in the background and doing my daily whatevers. And it's like, okay, cool. Do you watch it? Yeah, I'll watch some of it. I'll take it. Well, if you guys are artists or whatever, it could be interesting. Everybody draws differently. Everybody has different techniques. I'm somewhat of a rule follower, breaker. I don't follow all the rules of coloring, just kind of go with what I feel it should look like. But if I'm doing some kind of project or something like that, of course I'll follow the rules. Gotta make sure it looks right. Make sure everything lines up. So, but since this is my own thing, I can do what I want to do, I guess. a little spooky. Ooh. See, this is the Spider-Man they should have had in freaking the first one, man. Had the mask and everything, but they had that. I'm talking about practical, but they had this old jinky little mechanical Halloween mask. I'm like, come on, bro. Y'all could have did better than that, man. Y'all should have had this practical effect right here. That would have been intimidating, scare all the kids. But oh no, they wanted to go the other way. I mean, it's still a good movie, but you know. Anyways, yes, I digress. I could add some more details in the. So I think at this point, I'll probably just be adding some details here and there. Highlights, shadows, junk like that. Let's see. Just adding in the details. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in from a TikTok folk. I don't know, I may do an invite or something, like invite people in. They got like little things where, you know, invite a person in and join, you know, I don't know, have a little conversation. But maybe I'll do it next time. It's already an hour in and my TikToks is about to go off, so maybe next time have some folks chime in, have a conversation. But catch me on my socials, Frank Rock Art. Like and subscribe. I'm always here. Well, most of the time. And yeah, guys. Peace out on my TikToks. Catch me on the other drawing. Let me see. What I'm gonna do next. What am I gonna do next? Oh yeah, finish bomb. Once I finish bomb, then yeah. Then I'll go on to like X-Men or whatever. I gotta finish my Predator Badlands too, so maybe Predator Badlands might be the next one. So, all right, TikTok peoples, thank you for chiming in. Peace, and I'm out. Sorry about that. This is what I got so far. I might add a few more little details here and there. But I like that gray background. I may do my other characters in a nice gray, black, or, well, not black, but maybe like a gray background, you know, or red or something, you know. But we'll see. Add my extra camera here. Excuse me. I guess I'll turn my chats back on. Or maybe I should move him out the way, maybe. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Let's get rid of them for right now. But I'm glad they work. Or let's see. Yeah, I'll just shrink it. What is that? 662. All right. I don't know. I like where it is right now. Let's see. I don't know if I need to add anything else. I guess I could. Come in here. I kind of like that. Just kind of sprinkle it. Sprinkle a little bit everywhere here.
What are you planning for lunch?
I do not know, but I will figure something out.
Because Jason's starting to get hungry.
Okay.
He told me he wanted me to ask you.
All right. I'm about to finish up here. And I will figure out what to do for lunch. All right, guys, we are at an end, and I finally made it. It's done. This is sign off, check off, assignment done, completed. I think it looks cool. I think it looks nice. It has some detail in it, you know, highlights, whatever's. I think it's good enough. What do you think? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Oh, I need to put some throw some little blue highlights in there. Probably don't really need it, but No, I'm not sleeping. It's just my camera kind of froze up on me. Alright. I think this bad boy is done. Take it out of the oven. It is done. Let's see. Thank you guys for joining. This is your boy, Frank Brock Art, finishing up. Oh, well, I guess I can. Should I put some little highlights on pumpkin here? Why not? Add a few more little whatever's details. All right. Dang. All right, guys, I'm done. And appreciate you watching. And I will catch you all on the flippy dip side.